If you guys like today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate if you guys hit that like and subscribe button. And also, I will leave the links to all my social medias in the description. Feel free to follow me on there. And with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So going into this season, the Lakers were looked at as one of the more powerhouse teams, and probably it was debated if they were a super team, which I would consider them a super team, definitely, with all the stars or past stars they have on their roster. But so far throughout the season, it has not been the best case for them at all, really. And I'm going to be talking about what is the ceiling for this team, because as we all know, like I said, this team is filled with star talent and underrated signings. But it so far in the first 3 games of the season for this Lakers team, it has just not worked out. So to start off, I would like to talk about a player named Russell Westbrook. You might have heard of him. Russell Westbrook was traded from the Washington Wizards to pair up with LeBron and AD, and LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook. Let's keep that in mind. And before I even get into all that, this team was expected to trade for Buddy Hield. The deal was basically done, but then they got a deal from the Russell Westbrook and the Wizards and all that stuff in that situation. It's kind of weird. But basically that Buddy Hield situation was just put to the side. Now they have Russell Westbrook. You can make an argument, or it's not even really an argument, that Buddy Hield would have fit a lot better on this team. He can play shooting guard or maybe even point guard if you need him to. But again, they got Russell Westbrook. After trading for Russell Westbrook, the Lakers' big three is now set with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the newly acquired Russell Westbrook. But there was a few issues here. This team needed shooting. But luckily, Rob Pelinka and the LA Lakers already had that covered, so they went out to sign players like Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, and a few more other players on really cheap deals, or pretty much steals of deals. But still, this team was already great, or supposedly great on paper. But this team was definitely one of the more favorite teams to come out of the Western Conference. Preseason starts, they go 0-6. That's not a big deal because a lot of people looked at it, oh, it's preseason, it's not that big of a deal. But the glaring issue out of this team so far throughout that 6 games was Russell Westbrook. He was turning over the ball. His shooting splits was horrible. But again, it was preseason, so nobody cared. So then October 19th comes, and it is opening night for the Lakers. And they are, fortunately or unfortunately, however you think about it, matched up with a Klay Thompson-less Warriors team. I would definitely say the Lakers were favored in this matchup, especially without having Klay for the Warriors. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave this right here. You guys can just I'm gonna move on to the next segment. On October 22nd, the Lakers matched up with the Phoenix Suns, and this was a very much watched game because if you guys don't remember, the Suns actually eliminated the Lakers from the playoffs, and this was revenge time for the Lakers. They got a lot better. They got Russell Westbrook. They got Carmelo Anthony. They got Dwight Howard back. And it was looking very great for the Lakers. And I was expecting a Lakers win. But again, they lost. And why did they lose? Let's just take a look at the box score. Anthony Davis, 22 points. All right. LeBron James, 25 points. All right. Russell Westbrook, 15 points on 40% shooting. Okay. Ken Bazemore, 4 points. DeAndre Jordan, 2 points. Carmelo played all right with 16 points. Avery Bradley, 20 minutes. That was literally the only thing on his stat sheet. Now let's get to October 24th, where the Memphis Grizzlies will be traveling to LA to play the Lakers. And it was a show, to say at the very least. John Morant was putting on a show in Staples. He was doing his thing. And the Lakers actually won. But there's one thing I want to talk about. And, okay, this game happened, whatever. But Russell Westbrook had 9 turnovers. Just to put that into perspective, the whole Lakers team combined had 8. Russell had 9. You can do the math yourself. But there's obviously an issue here. And I'm not blaming Russell Westbrook. But at the same time, I am. Now, hopefully this is just a bad stretch from Russ's career because Of course, he starts off seasons usually bad and usually turns up near the end, but this is the wrong time to do that because now you're playing with LeBron James. Now you're playing with Anthony Davis. Of course, you had KD, but he left. And LeBron has a lot of control over this team. So if he wants you gone, most likely you are gone. So I don't know what to expect from this team. I really do not. And it's crazy to just think what's going on here, basically, because I didn't imagine this start. And yes, it's only been 3 games, but it just has not been very good 3 games to start off. And hopefully this is not another situation where the Lakers are playing bad. Hopefully this is not a little situation where they're just bad in general and they fall short in the playoffs again, because I am expecting them to go far, and this team is just too stacked on paper to be like this, basically. But seriously, Russell Westbrook, and not even just Russell, but just the whole team has a few issues on their hands that they need to fix almost immediately, because if this does not get resolved soon, this is going to be an issue. And the chemistry on this team just has to be a little bit better. Dwight and AD, yes, they fixed their issue, but they're literally putting their hands on each other on the bench. Rondo is literally on the sideline putting finger guns in front of fans' faces. And this season is going to be really crazy. And it's literally taking all the attention away from the Ben Simmons situation. It's literally the highlight of the season to see what is going on with this Lakers team. And I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. Hopefully it gets resolved. Lakers fans, I don't know what to say. And LeBron did just have a little leg injury today. I am expecting him to be okay with that. And this season is going to be really rough. I'm just predicting that. But I'm still expecting a championship out of this team. But hopefully that actually happens, because usually with the team with Russell Westbrook on it, it's usually a roller coaster. But with that being said, that will be the end of today's video, and I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I love every single one of you, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.